remember a long time ago there was a local doctor that was promoting healthy fat loss for men specifically, and his tagline in his radio commercial was like, if you could have done it on your own, you would have done it already. And I think that really spoke to a lot of men who were a little bit more aware of, and they were a little bit more self-aware, of course, but they were more honest with themselves, that if they could have done it on their own, they would have done it already. And by no fault of their own, life happens. I think everybody should have a coach and have someone supporting them towards their goal, because it helps them to push aside other things, even for just a few moments a day or whatever it is, to make sure that they're putting that time towards that goal that they really want to achieve. And I have a great example of that. I've wanted to do the Strong First certification for at least 4 to 5 years now. And there's times I've dabbled in, I've watched the videos, I've replicated it on my own. Of course, I do teach kettlebells in some of my courses with some of my clients. But it wasn't until I had a coach who's done the certification and started going through the techniques with me that it find its way into my routine more often. And this is the exact same thing for getting back into kickboxing. It was something I thought about for a long time. I spoke about it, I would talk about it to everybody who's in kickboxing. And I got tired of hearing myself talk about it. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to put my pride aside for a moment. I'm going to put my belief in understanding that I can do this my own, because I can, but I'm going to find somebody to make sure I do it, to coach me through it, even if it's a refresher, even if I might annoy them with how much I already know and ask too many of these questions, but I'm going to do it. And what it did was, instead of spending that hour just putting a little bit more content together for people, focusing on educating, learning something else, working out, whatever it was, I started to put that time aside for myself more specifically. And that became important for me to maintain, because I knew that somebody else was there to count on me as well. And it's something so simple, like I couldn't do it on my own. I already know I am more educated in this stuff than most people. I am one teaching other people how to do it. But why is it that I can't do it myself? Is because I allowed other things to push themselves into that space that should have been there for that stuff. And I'm happy that I did it. I'm progressing through it again. It's something that within the next year will make a large impact in what I'm planning to do. But again, the whole point from when I first started this little point here was that the guy said, if you could have done it on your own, you would have done it already. And I think that cut deep for a lot of people, because people feel like, yeah, you know, I should have been able to do it on my own, but I haven't. So it's time for me to get real. And if this goal is important to me, I'm going to have to hire a coach or have someone help me keep accountable. And there's no shame in that. Absolutely none. Because I think and I believe and I still say that everybody can benefit from a coach. Someone who has specialized in the thing that you want to learn and who could help guide you and cut through the nonsense, all the stuff online. Now, this is why I think there's been such a proliferation of these online courses and these programs, because it's cut through all the nonsense, made it really simple to get started and get going. And often that is what you need to succeed. Just get started, get focused, and have the accountability piece. And then you can progress from there. And you don't even have to think about it, because that's what that person is looking out for on your behalf. So everybody can benefit from a coach. Absolutely everybody. So there's no shame in having it, and you should tell everyone that they need it too, because that is in fact the truth, because it helps you to do it a little bit quickly, a little bit more smoothly, put aside the time, and get to your goal that much more clearly.